Hi, I'm Lou Gallagher.
And I'm Corvette Ronnie.
I'm drinking coffee.
Want to live longer?
Yes.
Well, that may be the answer.
We'll tell you about it next on Men Are So Smart. New studies just out reinforce previous findings that drinking an 8-ounce cup of Joe, or 3, won't hurt you. But the authors of the new works and other experts say caveats abound.
In the study, researchers with the WHO's, which is not Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey, it's the World Health Organization.
Oh, that WHO. Okay.
Yeah, their International Agency for Research on Cancer and Imperial College London tracked 521,000 adults. Man, that seems excessive, doesn't it? From 10 European countries who self-reported their coffee consumption over an average of 16 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. That's a lot of people over a long time. So they looked for an association between the amount of coffee consumed and various health indications, but it's not a cause and effect relationship. In investigating the more than 40,000 deaths from this group, team found that participants who fell into the highest 25% of coffee consumers had a lower risk of death due to any cause compared to non-coffee drinkers. They saw a reduced risk of early death by diseases related to the digestive and circulatory systems. The research also discovered a link between higher coffee consumption and lower risk of early death by lung cancer in men.
You know, I'm going crazy with all this. One report says that coffee is good. The other report says coffee is bad.
Yep.
My doctor tells me because I have AFib that I should reduce to virtually zero the amount of caffeine that I have because of my heart. But on the other hand, now this is saying that coffee is good for the heart. What the hell is it?
You can't win. Yeah.
They also looked at suicide. Completed suicide, not to make a joke, but completed suicides were lower for coffee drinkers, but only in men. In a second study of 180,000 people, they tracked for an average of 16 years. University of Southern California investigators found drinking 1 to 6 cups of coffee per week led to a decreased risk of early death. The study was focused on non-white populations, and their findings proved consistent for coffee drinkers across racial and ethnic groups.
Both studies adjusted findings to take into account that people who drink larger amounts of coffee are likely to smoke tobacco products as well. Wow, who knew? One of the USC study's seniors authors said that coffee consumption may be linked to a lower risk of early death for people with heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Drink 1 cup per day and the risk of dying early from those diseases decreases by 12%.
2 cups of coffee I'm allowed. I have 1 before I go to work. I have 1 when I get to work. And then, as a lover of Pepsi, I think it's juice, the nectar from the gods. I had to compromise with my doctor. That's what happens when you get older. You got to compromise. So now, instead of drinking regular Pepsi, which on occasion I'll sneak one, literally have to sneak it. What are you doing there? What is that?
It's not Pepsi.
That's not Pepsi.
It's water in a Pepsi can.
I drink caffeine-free Pepsi.
Oh.
And I must tell you, I, as a Pepsi lover, cannot tell the difference.
That's a ringing endorsement.
And I have reduced my caffeine intake. Dr. Galar, an epidemiologist with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, who was not involved in this study, wrote in an editorial accompanying the studies that he's hesitant to draw too many positive conclusions about coffee's health, recommending coffee intake to reduce mortality or prevent chronic disease would be premature, he said.
We cannot say that coffee will prolong your life, but we can say that moderate coffee consumption can be incorporated into diet for a healthy lifestyle. For most, it seems it likely won't cause harm. I can live with that, maybe longer.
These crazes that come and go.
Yeah.
Starbucks is one that came and didn't. Or
Right.
didn't go.
Right.
I I can't tell you how many times I go places and I notice that women have Starbucks cups.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all talking about their latte, macchiato, grande, all this kind of thing. And that's too much. It's too much. I can tell you that 2 cups of coffee is not going to kill you. And if there are significant health benefits to it, then you're getting an adequate supply by just having 2 cups. That's what I'm promoting.
I think we can say there is, hey, everything in moderation. Mm-hmm. So, you got to go the Goldilocks, not too little and not too much, but just right.
That's what this show is all about, being just right. All right, that brings us to the conclusion of another webisode of Men Are So Smart. If you'd like any more information or for any reason would like to get a hold of us, be it a comment, suggestion, whatever, we're open to that. You can reach us directly. We're user-friendly, aren't we, Ronnie?
Absolutely.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
All of our social media links are below. If you enjoyed the show, please like it. If you like the show, please share it. And if you would really love it if you would subscribe. All you really have to do is click this button right here. Boom, boom, boom. Do that.
Most of you can probably do that. You got all your fingers.
All right, we'll see you next time on Men Are So Smart. Bye-bye.